We are now joined with head coach Willie Fritz of Georgia Southern. If you have a question for Coach Fritz, please press star 1 on your phone at this time. Again, star 1 to get in the queue to ask questions. Georgia Southern is coming off a 56-26 victory against New Mexico State last week, and the Eagles now head into a Thursday night game in Boone, North Carolina against Appalachian State. That game will be televised on ESPNU and will kick off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Coach Fritz, just want to get your thoughts on the New Mexico State game and have a little preview of the Appalachian State game before we get to questions.
Well, I thought we played, well for most parts of the game. It was good that we had the opportunity to play a lot of guys. I think everybody who was eligible to play got in and played. And some of them was their first experience, playing a game at Paulson Stadium. So that's always good when you ever get that opportunity. Ran the ball extremely well offensively. Had 507 yards rushing. Our guys, did a good job defensively for the most part, keeping them in front of us. And, besides some, fourth quarter scores, and then I thought we did a decent job in the kicking game. So we got a little bit better this week, I think, in all three phases.
Thank you very much, Coach. As a reminder to our members of the media, please press star 1 to get in the queue to ask questions for Coach Fritz. Coach, before we get to questions, I just want to ask you about the turnaround this week to head to a Thursday night game. It's a little bit different because you're heading on the road. What are the difficulties of turning around on a short week like this?
Well, you just got to, kind of compact everything into a less amount of time. We came in yesterday and we worked on, we wrapped up the game against New Mexico State, had the guys come in, and instead of watching the whole game tape with our players, we just, picked out 20 snaps, got treatment, lifted some weights, and then we met for about an hour on App State, and then we'll have good workouts Monday and Tuesday and cut back quite a bit on Wednesday and then travel up to Boone on Wednesday as well.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Georgia. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Justin Weiss at the Macon Telegraph. Coach Fritz, how you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. First question. You guys are taking on a really tough opponent, somebody that you guys know well, coming from the Southern Conference to Sun Belt. If you could, just give me a little preview on that game.
Well, they're really an excellent football team. Offensively, they can run the ball and inside. They can run it outside. They do a really good job of throwing it. They'll take shots down the football field. So it's a little bit different of an opponent than we've played so far. Their ability to do both. They'll their quarterback's a good enough runner where you got to defend him, and they're running some triple option, double option as well. Defensively, they're the number one defense in our conference. They really run the ball well. They tackle well. They give you kind of an odd front, a three-man front, and they do a really good job of blitzing and bring guys from the second level. Play mostly zone, but they're not afraid to play man. And they're very, very solid in the kicking game.
This is a huge game in the conference. It could be one of the exciting games. How are you getting your guys ready for something like this?
Well, just the same way we do every week. I told our guys last night this game counts as one in conference standings, just like last week and the week before and next week. So we want to play our very best. We're trying to get a little bit better each and every week. And we're going to need to improve and play a great ball game on Thursday night because we're playing a quality opponent.
One last question. With it being a kind of a rivalry with you guys, both teams coming over from the same conference into this new conference last year, how does that play into it, or does it play into it at all?
I'm not sure how it plays into it. I don't, like last year, it's the first time I'd ever played App as a head coach, and so, we just went ahead and went about our business. I have a pretty routine schedule that I do each and every week. I don't try to get too high or too low or change things up. But we're going to follow our schedule and our routine.
Thank you so much, Coach Fritz. Have a good day and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.